All right, we're here. Hi, guys, and welcome to a first look and review of Age of Triumph. I am Mighty Mr. Mustache, the mightiest mustache in the universe, and we're going to take an immediate look at what's going on. The update came out yesterday. Involves, as always, a book, The Age of Triumph, with various things to it. Let's take an immediate look and see what's in there. I did have a look yesterday on one of my other characters, but it shouldn't change too much. So if you look over here, you will find the Age of Triumph, which now you can unlock and open. Yeah, let's do that right away. We'll go through each individual aspect and see what needs to be done. And pop, contacting Destiny servers. Oh well. I guess we should be used to that. One more try. Still contacting Destiny servers. There we go. Okay. Rewards. Complete milestones to rank up the record book. Completion is not required to claim all rewards. Yes, you don't have to get to the lighthouse in Trials of Osiris. Thank goodness. I would not be doing that anyway. So, from the beginning, complete an activity between Destiny release and Dark Below release. Basically, play in the first vanilla for the DLC. Complete an activity between Dark Below release and House of Wolves. So all you have to have done is done at least one of the activities. One of the story missions, the raid, a strike, something. House of Wolves Taken King, during the Year 1 Moments of Triumph. Complete an activity between the Taken King release and the Rise of Iron release. Let's see what else. April update. Age of Triumph. Right. And here we go. During Year 2 Moments of Triumph. So I've gotten all of these. There are 13 pages. We'll take a quick look. I won't go too in depth. This is obviously the first one. Taken King, Iron Tomb from Rise of Iron, Queen's Ransom from House of Wolves, complete the Black Garden. These are all the last missions in each of the DLCs and vanilla. So the Awakening from Dark Below, Regicide from Taken King, and At the Gates, Return to the Prison from the Taken King. And if you get them all, there you are. Now, these are individually categorized to your classes, Titan, Warlock, and Hunter. So do you have a level 40 Titan? And these will all not unlock regardless of what you've done before. These are brand new. You need to have a level 40 class, complete the Crucible Titan quest, or complete the Crucible quest for that type of character, which I have done on my Titan and on my Warlock. I still have to do them on my Hunter. So perhaps we could do a little let's play with that. And obviously get all 7. Generate orbs, defeat enemies with grenades, in the Crucible, super abilities, and melee. So there's one Crucible aspect. The Hunter, which is me now, still starting. All the same stuff. Generate orbs, it's all the same. Warlock, as you can see, working my way along the Warlock path. Let's see now. Strikes. 20 heroic strikes total. Complete a Nightfall strike in less than 30 minutes. This week's Nightfall is interesting. We'll take a quick peek at what's involved, and it is Taniks the Scarred. On target, so precisions revives during Nightfall. 6 Nightfalls completed. And again, it doesn't matter how many you've done before you open the book. It starts from scratch. 1 Guardian Army, most kills in a single strike. Basically, you and your team need to get at least 50. Complete all strike. I thought originally this meant you had to, in your team of 3, get the most kills. It does not, because we all got it in the same strike. Team effort, obviously, complete all the milestones. Crucible. Historian is find all of the ghosts. And then various type Crucible matches. 1 points in Rumble, control point capture, clash, quartermaster bounties. That's interesting. There are new quartermaster bounties, which involve getting legendary weapons and getting kills with obviously each type of primary weapon. There are 5 available every week. Raids, so complete the 390 version of the 4 raids, right? Crota, King's Fall, Wrath of the Machine, and Vault of Glass. Eliminate all of the Gorgons in the 390 light version of Vault of Glass. This is going to be tricky. When the 390 light version of Crota's End is the weekly featured raid, defeat the Death Singer challenge under the 2-minute time limit. The Death Singer challenge, I haven't tried yet, but apparently is quite interesting. You have to kill all of the ads in the area outside and inside. Then apparently ogres will spawn, which you have to kill. A sword bearer will spawn, who you have to kill. Take the sword, and then you can use it to kill the Death Singer. I think it only takes 1 hit to do so, but you're still on a timer, so you need to be fast. That's a lot of rockets, I think. Complete all raid milestones, of course, and collect the raid challenge emblems. Alright. For the completionists and all of us. Emblems, sparrows, exotic armors, grimoire score over 5,000, exotic weapons, shaders, and ships. Okay, so lots and lots. The Wanderer, obviously, dead ghosts found. I've still got 1. I know where it is. I just have to go and get it. Gold tier rating in public events. It's always nice to do. There's actually a lot of them. 20. Sleeping Echoes, so Siva clusters. Go disturb the remains. Oh, that's always fun. If you don't know where that is, it's at Skywatch on Earth in the Cosmodrome. There's a little cave. It used to be called the Loot Cave, and you get an interesting Easter egg if you go and do that. Echoes of Darkness, calcified fragments. That's right. So Siva. And Concordant Shadow, which is 1 specific dead ghost, which is called Lysander's Cry. We'll see if we can figure that out. Allegiances get to rank 25 with all 3 factions, is the word I'm looking for. Get rank 25 in the Crucible, 50 with the Cryptarchy, 25 with the Vanguard, rank 5 in the Iron Banner. And this is the only page aside from your class page that's specific to your class, because if you were to see this on my Warlock, I mean, I'm on level almost 200 with the Cryptarch, so it changes. Trials of Osiris, which as you can see I haven't done any of. Getting to the Lighthouse is where is it now? Heavy weapons, trials and tribulations, bounties. To the Lighthouse, there it is. It's the only one that you don't have to do to complete the book as far as we know. So that's the book. Let's get to the tower and take a look and see what's new, if anything. Here, the UI here, interface, is a little new. You've got your weekly featured raid, which is the Death Singer challenge and the Crota challenge. The Crota challenge, if anybody doesn't know, is that when fighting Crota, you know that you have to get the sword and then bring his shields down, and then someone has to damage him with the sword. The same person cannot use the sword twice, so you have to rotate through your team. Now, more importantly, in this raid, they have tweaked Crota a bit. He does not take anywhere near as much damage. It will take a bare minimum of 4 to 5 rounds with the sword to kill him. So that means your team really does need to run it through. Challenge of the Elders has been updated to 390 light. It does now drop legendary marks as well. The Nightfall Strike is interesting. It's new. It has all 3 energy types: Arc, Solar, and Void. Ironclad, so there are quite a bit of shielding. And Daybreak. Daybreak is kind of like Mayhem in Crucible. Your abilities, grenades, melee, and your super charge remarkably fast. My super was charging with no other influences at about 45 seconds. Really nice. Siva Crisis Heroic, of course, not really any different there. You now have a weekly story playlist, which gives you story missions, random ones from a certain segment. This week it's Earth and the Moon. So you find yourself doing any of the potential missions that are found on Earth or the Moon. And per week you'll have a bounty to do 5 of them. And each one will give you 20 legendary marks, and some other rewards, of course. And Combined Arms is back. Isn't that neat? Plus, doing the Combined Arms will give you a Treasure of the Ages. Treasure of the Ages can be anything. And I mean anything. Let's take a look here and see. I received a Fellwinter souvenir. I got the Ghost. I got a new horn. Just all kinds of interesting things. Let's take a quick run to the tower here. As quick as running to the tower ever is. And there is a cinematic, so we'll just watch it. Here we go.
From the day your ghost woke you, your light has been our beacon. You defended this city from the worst the darkness sent against us. Atheon, Crota, Oryx, Axis. When you are called on, you will do it again. The city's children tell your story to each other. Pretending to be guardians, they grow braver and more powerful with each retelling. They are no longer afraid. You have shown them, and you have shown me, what it is to hope. You have led us to a new age, Guardian. An age of triumph and remembrance. Today and tomorrow and every day, you fight for us. You fight for the traveler. You fight for those who fled here from 1,000 nations looking for refuge. We thank you, Guardian, and we will never forget.
Oh, neat. It's very nice they got Bill Nighy to come back and voice that. It's always interesting to hear his interesting accent and manner of speaking. You can never mistake Bill Nighy for anyone else. All right, let's get to the tower and see what happens. There haven't been any real changes to the tower, but we'll just take a peek around. Maybe we will try a mission or two. So far, so good. I mean, considering that a good chunk of the book can be done just by logging in, I don't know if that's saying that we're missing something or gaining something. I'm not even going to try. There's enough, I think, enough of the story and the book available to be done to keep us busy for some time. I mean, if you live, breathe, and eat the Division, you'll probably be finished it in a week, and you'll be complaining that there's no new content. But that's sort of par for the course. You do get interesting emblems once you... See, there we go, sort of done. Once you unlock things in the book. Let me see if I can show you some of them. There's one for being a vanilla Destiny player. They're all mostly variants of the same one with that sort of three-pronged Destiny emblem. And let me see here. Is this it? What are you? Hello? Emblem. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Ages of Triumph. Ab Principio, which is for playing since day one. And as you can see, the rest here are all color variations of that same one. Ring of Triumphs, if you did the first, I think the first year of Triumph. Traveler's Eclipse. I have this one, this one. These are for ranking up in the book. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think, along those lines. Then these as well. I have some of these. And they're all quite nice. They're interesting. They're new. Ages of Triumph 1, Ages of Triumph 2. 3 is obviously going to be for the different factions. And that's pretty much it. Let's see what... Oh, the speaker has something for me.
Your light,
Here we go. What does the speaker have?
Guardian. You
Complete
are
story
our
missions in the
protector,
featured
our
weekly
champion,
story
our
playlist.
legend.
Da-da-da-da.
I have faith that you will turn the tide.
And you
that
can now
rises
buy...
against humanity.
I don't know if you can buy them because you've already had them or not, but you can now buy the 3 cloaks that are featured for each energy type, right? So Gunslinger, Blade Dancer, and Night Stalker.
Do not
Originally you
stop
had
fighting.
to earn those by doing a long quest line, which involved multiple, I believe it was PvE content for the cloaks and PvP content for the emblems, and it involved you doing a considerable amount of content. You had to do Nightfall strikes, regular strikes, heroic strikes. You had to do different quest lines in those in order to get it. Let's take a quick peek at the Crucible Weapon Quartermaster and see what he's
The
got.
dreadnought still floats above
And Lord Shaxy Boy. Here we go. So you now have these, which will give you a legendary weapon each time. So hand cannon, pulse rifle, shotgun, sniper, and heavy weapon kills in the Crucible. Quite a few of them too. If you manage to get all 5, you will get a whole bunch of things, and there is something in the Book of Triumphs that will allow you to do so as well. You can buy heavy ammo synths if you like. I have more heavy ammo synths than you can shake a pointy stick at, so I won't be bothering.
the skin of our world.
Since I'm already ranked 25 with Future War Cult, let's go and start a new one. Let's go and change my allegiance, like the flip-flopping bastard I am, and join up with Dead Orbit. Well on the way to getting this done. If you enjoy this video, you can slap a like on it. If you like the things you see on my channel, of course feel free to subscribe for more. I don't just do Destiny content, we do a lot of different
Dead
things.
Orbit, always looking to help.
Here we go. And contacting Destiny servers yet again. Let's see if that counted. Hello. Bingo. I am now a member of Dead Orbit, whether I like it or not. And then, yeah, I'll worry about ranking up later. You guys don't need to sit and watch me do that. There doesn't seem to really be anything new, so I'm going to call it there. I'm glad you came along for this first peek. If you like that, if you'd like to see some Destiny Let's Play, let me know. I'll try and do a few different things. I don't play much Crucible, but looks like with Year of Triumph out, I will be. Maybe I will throw down a few matches. I want to thank you for joining me. I have been your host, Mighty Mr. Mustache. I wish you a great day, and I wish you great gaming.